just running the Mini after I've just replaced the serpentine belt. So what we have is, this is one of the number of videos that I've done on the channel. What I've done is I've put a Dayco serpentine belt, so that's original equipment for this particular engine. It's not the brand of car, it's the engine that matters. So you want the Dayco 905 belt for cars with air conditioning. Don't use any of the other brands of belts on the whole, because the Dayco belt is made differently. There are features of that belt, I think, and I don't have any specific proof of that, other than the Dayco belt has a felt finish on the inside, which probably helps with cushion and sound. It also has a textured finish on the outside. About 18 months ago I rebuilt this engine and I put a start belt on, which seemed okay at the time, but in the summer of this year, 2022, I was getting a lot of mechanical noise coming from the auxiliary circuits. I replaced the friction wheel because it was chattering. When I took the old wheel off to put the new wheel on, there was no issue with the bearing, so I don't think the wheel was a problem, to be honest. So I replaced it with a new friction wheel. It was done 140,000 miles by that stage. And then by the end of November, again getting a lot of noise. And when I took the friction wheel off, it was covered in rubber. So I'm guessing what's happening is that the start belt was slipping past the wheel, and it wasn't actually, the wheel wasn't keeping up, and there was a difference in speed causing heat, and then obviously rubber to be laid onto the wheel of the friction device. I then got a new belt, serpentine belt. Well, I bought a Fevy belt. It lasted 10 minutes, it disintegrated. I don't know why. So I went off to BMW to buy a Dayco belt. You can buy the Dayco belts independently of BMW, the half the price. From BMW it was over £25. You can retail Dayco belt for about £12.50, £13. You've just got to know where to go and get one, that's the thing. So it's all back up and running. I'm just running it while I'm talking. It definitely doesn't seem too much of an issue. I'm going to run it for a few minutes just to make sure there's no issues, because it's such a pain in the job to change that belt. So it's a new Dayco serpentine belt, a new Dayco friction wheel, and a new Dayco pump colour overall since August. So fingers crossed. It was running okay, it was just noisy. Fingers crossed all of those noisy issues have gone. But in hindsight, really should have